GuthrieAmerica podcast. We sit down with the amazing people who do life in our community and who are from here. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, my name is Heady. I'm your host. Today we are sitting down with the one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me mess up the name. Is it Liz Botello?
Liz Botello. So actually,
see, let's get the truth.
Actually, my legal name.
Let's get legal up in this thing. But we'll go back to Liz, but let's go legal real quick.
So my legal name is Idalia.
Idalia.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
It would be, people probably messed that up.
Listen, people can say Vidalia onions. It's spelled exactly the same minus the V.
Same thing.
Yes.
But they mess it up, don't
Every
they?
time.
Why do we do that? It's so wow.
So I just go by Liz.
So you just go by Liz?
Yes.
And have you always just went by Liz? Or?
No. I mean, it's...
You're probably home where you're from.
Yes.
Majority of the people probably says it beautifully.
Yes. Well, and it's my mom's name as well. So, you could say I'm almost a junior.
That's what I'm going to say. What does it look like when you're named after your mom? Are you a junior or are you the second? What's going on? I don't know. How does that work? Are you the exact same?
No. Okay. So our middle names are different.
Okay.
I get Liz from Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your middle name?
My middle name, yes.
I was going to say, what is Elizabeth?
That's my middle name.
You're like, wait a second. Who is Elizabeth? Okay, that's your middle name.
That's
so
my
say
middle
your
name.
Full name.
So it's Idalia Elizabeth Botello.
Botello.
There you go.
So
it's not Botello.
Botello. That's what everybody says.
That's what everybody says.
But it's saying it the right way.
Botello.
Botello.
Yeah. But I will take Botello because people say it sounds Italian. And I'm like, I will take that.
I will take Italian. Can you say it right? Say your full name the right way.
Amanda Nicole Botello.
Amanda Nicole
Botello.
Botello. Amanda Nicole Botello. That's so much easier than But you got it down though. Like you're saying it beautifully. Like unlike me, I'd be like Amanda Nicole Botello. Botello. It does sound Italian when I say it that way.
Yeah, it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the room, not just Liz and I, but also the precious princess and my mom, the queen, okay? And so we are joined today. So anybody may jump into this thing today. We're just having fun here. Before we jump into this conversation with Liz, will you please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast, all the social media, all the goodness. We will deeply appreciate that. Liz, if your best friends and parents and family were sitting in your chair, how would they describe you?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think, friendly. She nods her head.
She's going to be like, no.
No.
As you're saying that, she's going to let us know.
I think friendly, caring, very goal-oriented.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I would say that for my coworkers. I believe that they believe that of me. Okay. But yeah, just a calm person, very laid back, an introvert, not an extrovert.
Get out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're giving off extroverted vibes right now, but you're an introvert.
I am, very much so.
I can see that.
But I love meeting people. That is one thing that I do enjoy, just meeting new people. I may not initiate the conversation.
Well, how do you meet them?
I let them come to me first.
Oh my goodness, you let them come to you first. Oh my.
I let them come to me first. But I enjoy being around people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is one thing.
So let's talk about goals. Like, are you an annual goal, quarterly, monthly, daily? How do you go about doing these goals?
As I accomplish them. I've learned that short-term goals are better than long-term goals. A lot of the times we focus so much on that long-term and we don't reach it, and then we're disappointed and we get discouraged easily. So short-term goals for sure.
Okay.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Yes.
Are you a person that likes when others give you goals? Or are you primarily like, let me just set my own goals here? Working in an organization like you work, you have goals, I'm sure, that are given to you. Do you feel more motivated by goals set for you or goals that you have created for yourself?
I think I'm always up for the challenge.
Okay.
So when somebody gives me, a task or something that seems unachievable, it's something that I want to accomplish. I want to do it, and I want to do it the best possible way that I can, regardless of, time frames. If it's, hey, I'm going to give you this deadline for 3 months, right? And I want to get it done within the first month, but I also want to make sure it's done correctly. So any goals that seem challenging or as a challenge to me, I'm all for it.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
Let's go. So it's more about the challenge anyway.
Right.
So you like creating challenges for yourself, but even if somebody gives you a challenge, it's still a challenge.
It's still a challenge.
Let's go for it. Let's try to make it happen.
Yes.
Now, have you always been this way? Like high school, middle school?
Always. I always strive to be, the top person in my class, A on a roll, perfect attendance, whatever that may be.
Oh my.
Growing up for me, it was a little bit of a challenge because I had to, one, I was the oldest child, right? And two, my parents didn't speak any English, and going to school, coming in and bringing homework and stuff like that, it was very challenging for me to have them help me with my schoolwork. So I always pushed myself. I always made sure that I said, hey, I need to do this by myself regardless.
Yeah.
And that's who I've always been, a very, very independent lady.
What's the age difference between you and your siblings?
So there's, I'm going to disclose my age. It's okay.
Okay. You can just say the gap, like it's a couple of years because you're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Is
so
one,
yes.
2 or 3 behind you?
So there's 6 and then 8 and then 10. Yeah. So my youngest
is 10 years.
Yes,
from you.
Yes.
Yeah, see, we don't even have to know your age now. It doesn't matter. It was I'm just I know your kids.
Right.
And you definitely don't seem old enough to have the kids
that I have.
That you have. So whatever it is, it's people are going to be like, oh my goodness, you look great. So you can tell it or not, but you keep it to yourself. Yeah. So, but with that age difference, not only are you really independent for yourself, but at the same time, you almost become like a caregiver.
Absolutely.
With your siblings. And then if your parents are not speaking English.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. I was the one that was helping them with their homework, helping translate information that came from the school to my parents, doctor's appointments, everything. I was their primary person because my parents couldn't communicate.
Yeah. Now, were you one of the, so my mom grew up with 13 children.
Oh my goodness.
So 13 siblings. She's the second oldest.
Wow.
She and her older sister, Claudette, 2 years older than her. And then there's another one, Cynthia, 2 years younger than my mom, whatever. Now, they had this thing of they became kind of bitter with raising these 10 other kids. They felt just not so much bitter, but bitter. Not in a horrible way, but you know what I'm saying? Did you feel that? Did you feel oh my goodness, I got to raise these kids. I have to speak for them.
I mean, so
in a very loving way, though.
Yes.
I think it's all but at the same time, you're just I just want to be a kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we are 2 females and 2 males.
Okay.
And so the youngest sibling, which is my sister, I mean, I had to take her everywhere. My mom would force me to take her everywhere. I would tell her, Mom, hey, I'm going down the street just to hang out with my friends. Take your sister. Take your sister. Everywhere I went.
Mom was the same way for you? Yeah. Just a little
bit.
Yeah.
But it was all fun. I mean, It was all fun. I love my siblings very, very much. When my husband and I moved up here to Guthrie, 2 of my siblings moved up here as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, they followed you.
They followed me.
So you're I'm trying to get away from y'all. Now you're following me. What in the world?
Several years later, but they came.
They didn't come right away.
Yeah.
They gave you a little space before. Yeah. No, that's really cool. Now, one of the things that I love about the Spanish culture, and I don't know if this is the same for your family,
Sure.
because people will say something about black people. I'm like, no, not all black people.
Right.
But like the willingness to let family live together is something that I really enjoy. Like my house, I'm like, Mom, move in.
Yes.
Everybody else move in with us. And so culturally, we don't do that as much
Right.
as Spanish culture. Would you say that, like, do you enjoy that aspect of the culture? Is that true?
Do I enjoy it? Maybe not. Not so much. I enjoy my family. I enjoy my immediate family and my kids. That's enough. But growing up, we did have a lot of cousins, family members that would stay with us. And then, my parents would help get them back on their feet. And then they would leave. And we did have a lot of family members come through our house. Yeah. And the only person that has ever lived with us has been one of my brothers, and he was there for probably about a year until he kind of got his own groove.
Got his wings.
And then he was like, "Okay, I'm out," and I'm like, "Okay, perfect."
We're not doing this. I'm leaving.
Yes.
I just that's just one of the things that I appreciate. And so I just thought it was. Now, are you bilingual? You are bilingual because you said you speak. Your parents only spoke.
Right.
Yeah, so it's really good. I
Yeah.
just wanted to check in. Okay, so tell us about your family. You've already talked about your husband.
Sure.
Your children. You have children. Tell us about your family.
So my husband, Joe, everybody loves him in town.
Yes.
Officer
Joe.
Officer Joe works for Guthrie Police Department. He loves this town. He, loves the people, and I'm always very grateful for the people that care and love him. Mm-hmm. His job's not the easiest one.
No way. You don't think so?
And so that can be challenging at times for us. But people love him, when he comes to church, and just I see how much people love on him. Yeah. They're hugging him. They're praying for him. Yeah. And my heart it is overwhelming with joy to see that. Yeah. So that's one thing that I do love. And then I have 3 kids, right? My son, who's going to be 20 years old.
Amazing. Yeah.
Graduate from Guthrie, and currently he's a barber in the city. He started his barber career at the high school, just kind of training, cutting haircuts here and there, friends' hairs. And then he said, "Mom, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do as a career." And I said, "Well, go for it. Yeah. Go for it." And he's been very successful.
That's good.
Very successful. So I'm proud of him. And then there's my daughter, Christy. And so she's going to graduate soon. We're excited about that. She wants to be a nurse. Okay. She wants to be a nurse. And she is the joy. Both of our girls, the joys of our lives, very bubbly personalities, just love people. And then there's Amanda. There's Amanda, who is our only child.
Do you already feel like the only child? Yeah, because all eyes are on you. The others are independent, moved on. Then it's you. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my
do you have a favorite child? I know Amanda's sitting there. Amanda, does she have a favorite child? Would you say one of y'all are the favorite?
Yeah.
Oh,
my brother.
Your brother's the favorite? Wow. I have a favorite child. So.
It's a different connection with the firstborn, right?
Okay.
We have, and he's my only son. I'm not admitting that he is my favorite. Let's make that clear.
Oh my goodness,
but it's a different relationship.
There's nothing wrong with admitting it. I think it's good for kids to know that parents have a favorite child, so it helps them be stronger people.
Yes. I tell them all the time, I love you guys equally. Yes. I don't love one more than the other.
Now, see, it's not about equal love. It's just favoritism. Love them all equally. My daughter's my favorite. But see, she's my only daughter, so it feels like that's the reason. Yeah. But, he's your only son, so maybe that's your reason.
And I mean, you said I don't look that old to have a son that age.
Yeah.
And so pretty much, I mean, him and I kind of grew up together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had him at a very young age.
Yeah.
And so our bond, I would say, is somewhat different.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty special because he grew up with me. I wasn't the perfect parent, and he's still alive. He survived.
He's still here. That's all that matters. As long as we keep him alive.
Yes.
Like, of course, my middle son and his wife just had a baby, and I'm just thinking about like they don't know how to. There's this sense of like they don't know what they're doing. Just keep them alive.
Keep them alive.
Just keep them alive. Love them the best you can. And it'll all work out.
20 years later, you'll look back and say, "Oh my goodness, I did that! I did that.
We made it. Yes. We made it, and we had more. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. What as a family? What is something that y'all love to do together?
Oh, we definitely love going out and like kind of going to the park, doing those type of activities. We try to do family nights almost every other weekend. Our favorite place to go out to eat is Brickopolis because we love their wings.
Oh.
But
what is it again?
Brickopolis, downtown Oklahoma City.
Okay. I don't think
Yeah.
I feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've ever been there.
It's nice.
Okay.
And we enjoy going there because of their wings again. But yeah, it's kind of what we do. We love to take summer trips. Visit.
Y'all like to camp, right?
We do. My face says it all. I say we do, but my husband.
Oh, Joe likes it.
He is the camper.
Okay.
He loves camping.
And he brings y'all along.
Yes. My kids always say, "Mom, this is Dad's world, and we're just living in it."
Now, when you talk to him, he doesn't come off as though it's just him. It's like a family thing, and we're all going to do it. That is hilarious. Where did that come from?
Him just doing that?
Yeah, like loving the camp. Like,
one day we decided that we wanted to go. We wanted to go explore Colorado, and he just fell in love with it.
Okay.
And he's like, we're just doing this. He is very family oriented. Everything we do together.
Okay.
And I mean everything we do together. And that's so important for him. He was raised that way.
Gotcha.
My mom was more independent and, so that was challenging for me to get used to, but he loves it. He's a big family man and I enjoy it now.
yeah, that's cool. No, he really talks when we're going on vacation. We're going camping or whatever. He gets
so excited.
Now, being a family, got like to want to do everything together with your family. As the kids get older,
it's been hard.
Okay, I was about to say, has that been a challenge for you?
It has. I think for both of us because, my son now, he's like looking for apartments. He wants to be independent and start his own life. And again, he's my only son, and he's my oldest. And I'm just like, oh man, slow down, kid.
Yeah.
I can't slow him down. And so that's been hard for us, and my husband, he makes excuses every time. He's like, well, you can't leave because you got to do this. You can't leave because this,
creating things. Yes. Why you can't leave.
Yes.
Yeah. And I get it.
Tell him we just have to let him go.
Yeah.
We just have to let him go. We've raised him and, we hope that we raised him correctly. And now it's time for him to be, a productive citizen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's going to be great.
Yes.
He's going to be great. How did you all end up in Guthrie?
Okay, so in 2007, we had Christy, my daughter, so my second child. Actually, we never imagined leaving our hometown ever. We're originally from South Texas and never imagined leaving Laredo. But Joe got offered a position here as a supervisor in a construction company. And he said, you know what, let's do it. And I'm like, but we have nobody up there. We have no family, no friends. We don't know the area. What are we going to go do? And he said, let's just do it. I mean, we're all going to do it together. We're going. And I said, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to tell my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. So in 2007, we moved up here after I had my daughter. She was only 2 months old when we moved up here. And we were actually out on Waterloo Road. We were on Waterloo Road in this little cabin. It didn't matter. My kids were little. So we were in this one little bedroom and just us. And man, we've been here ever since. I thought, one day we're going to go back for sure. One day we're going to go back home for sure. And, again, 18 years later, we're still here.
Yeah. It becomes home.
It is home. It is home. I mean, our kids don't know anything else. It's home for us. We've raised our kids here in Guthrie, and we love it. I mean, we love this. Yes, we come from a bigger city, but we love the small town. We love the people. I mean, I can't say enough good things about the people here. People are just so different, kind, caring. They love on you, they're not afraid to come up to you and hug you. So one of the things that we noticed when we first moved up here, out in the country, people would just wave at us. We'd be driving, and I would be like, do you know that person? Do you know that person? Back home, nobody waves at you.
Oh, wow.
Nobody waves at you. And so that was very, very cool. We were like, this is it. This is where
cool.
we're going to be. This is it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wave at everybody.
Yeah, now we wave at everybody.
People be with you like, y'all know everybody? I was like, I don't know. They were like, why are you waving at them?
Exactly.
I might see them again. I want them to feel friendly, Like, you just never know, especially working at a church. Like, when you see people and they come to the church, and if they notice you, they be like, oh, I want to be that guy who's like, oh, he talked to me, or
that's right.
he, did something kind to me before I even showed up here. And never knew that I'd see them again.
That makes a big difference, people being kind and welcoming. Not everybody wants to welcome you into their space.
Right.
And that's important. And that makes people feel more comfortable. People feel appreciated, loved, fit in, all of those things. It's huge.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, tell us about the work you do.
As far as professionally,
yeah, I guess side job, side hustle, whatever. Like, I want to know all of it. Tell me.
So I currently work for the city of Guthrie.
Yeah.
I'm their human resources director. That is one job that I don't take for granted. It has given me an opportunity to not only meet people, but to hire and give people within our town an opportunity, for financial stability. Yeah. It allows us to do great work for the town in general. And I've been there. This is in November. It'll be 4 years now, that I've been there with the city. And I love it.
Why has it been 4 years?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like it's been longer than that?
Yeah.
4 years? Wow. Because for some reason, I guess maybe not. For some reason, I thought I was still at City Hall when you came, but that was really long ago. So that was way longer than 4 years ago. But probably because I was just in and out so much. Yeah. But that's cool. What has it been like working for a municipality, I guess?
Yeah, municipality. I mean, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
Before that, I was at Oklahoma City Community College.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, in their human resources department. Okay. And so coming from that to a municipality, has been completely different. In a municipality, our job and our priority are the citizens. And, being a public servant, it's an important task. It's a huge responsibility, which is totally different from a college.
Yeah, higher ed.
Yes, higher education is a completely different animal. But yeah, it's been a great experience for me. I feel like it's given me an opportunity to serve,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is something that not everybody wants to do. It's not in everybody's heart to do.
Right.
But my husband and I, that's what we want to do. We want to be public servants because that's what we feel our calling is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really cool. Yeah. Higher ed, municipality, but you've had the opportunity to work in two different careers that are pretty different.
Absolutely.
From a lot of other things, and because higher ed is definitely different. I'm an alumni of Oklahoma City Community College, by the way. So,
Yeah.
so that's cool. O-triple-C. Yeah. I feel like they're growing too. I was just out there maybe 6 months ago having lunch with somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to see that. And then
It's a great place.
Yeah.
It's a great place to work. It's pretty far of a drive.
No, yeah, that was my next question. Like, you were driving to Texas to go to work every day. Like,
Pretty much.
I'm going home for a little bit and then I go back. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a good hike. Well, I'm glad you're at Guthrie City, and thanks for the work that you do. And
Absolutely.
so, all right, so this is gonna be our first. I call them segments, but I don't know if we call it a segment. But this is gonna be called Top 5.
Okay.
Okay. So top 5 cities, and so I'm gonna give you a city, and you got to rank it somewhere as which one would be the best. So 1 being the best, 5 would be the. Now, once you place it somewhere along the top 5, you can't move it.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. All right. So and this is places to visit.
Okay.
Let's say places to visit, not top 5 cities. Okay. Dubai.
Oh, I would say number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I get this down.
Okay.
Amanda, you try to remember 2 because we don't want her trying to backtrack. All right. 2 is Dubai. All right. Okay. I'm just going to put a D. All right. Okay. Miami.
I'd probably say 4.
4. Okay. Okay. Miami. All right. Paris.
Oh, my goodness. 3.
3. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Paris, top 3. Okay, let me see. San Francisco.
Oh, man. I just want to know which the last one you're going to ask me.
You trying to figure it out. She's like, okay, what is this? Oh, where do I put this?
I would say 5. Yeah.
5?
I think there's probably.
Wow, and then where the
other
Golden
places.
Arch Bridge is and all that?
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to San Francisco. I'm a big bookstore guy.
Yeah.
And San Francisco has one of the top 5 bookstores, and it did at the time of me researching this. But so I always wanted to go. My wife and daughter went here recently, but I didn't get to go, of course. So,
Oh, goodness.
all right. So New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Big Apple.
New York was number 1, Dubai number 2, Paris number 3, Miami number 4, San Francisco number 5.
Yeah.
Would you say that is?
I wouldn't change it.
You wouldn't change it?
No.
You're good with that?
Yeah.
Would you change any of that for her, Amanda? You would? Oh, wow. Which one would be number 1? Miami. Okay. All right. Well, now we know. Excuse us. Okay. All right. Here, this one's called, let's see which one we want to do next. Let's go. Wait, hold on a second. I got to find it. I can't find this next one's going to be either or.
Okay.
Wait. We're going to do fill in the blank.
Oh, no.
This one's called fill in the blank. All right. If you could teleport anywhere right now, you to go to
Dubai. That's where I would go to.
she's going to Dubai.
Yeah.
You can teleport anywhere. Amanda, where would you go right now? You teleporting anywhere? California. Okay. All right. Mom, where are you teleporting to? Nope. Okay. Nowhere. Okay, here you go. The one thing I never leave home without is
Ooh, my watch. My kids.
She was like, that is hilarious.
That's true.
Won't let you go nowhere without you, huh? That is funny. All right, here we go. My dream dinner guest is.
Kanye West. I've said this before.
That is going to be a wild dinner, okay? Because that man is wow. And I want him not to be so, like, I love his brand. I love his clothing.
Yes.
His music, of course. I don't really listen to his music, but he's a great artist. I love Jesus is King, that album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just super incredible, but he just can't control.
I know. He goes from one side to another, and then he's all over the place. But what's intriguing is, I mean, what causes all of these changes and the creativity? And if you learn a little bit about his history and like his parents and stuff like that, you're like, okay, that makes sense. But he is just, I mean, it's mind-boggling, the way he acts sometimes and stuff like that. So I would be curious, to ask him all of these questions.
Yes.
Let me get my list out.
No, for sure. I'm with you. No, he's definitely one of the most intriguing people.
He is, absolutely.
And again, he's just super creative, and I have really dug his brand and everything. And so, okay, the best piece of advice you've ever received was.
Wow, that's a good one. You stopped me there, but gosh. You know what? I think it's something that we all say, but treat the others, how you would like to be treated.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's super important. Kind of like love one another as God loved us, right? That's something that I carry in my heart. Yeah. Sometimes we forget to sympathize and be an empathetic person, when we don't know what they're going through,
right.
Behind the scenes. And so I think it's important to have that, love for others.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, I like it. Okay. Here's the last one. Last fill in the blank, should I say. My favorite way to relax after a long day is
sleep.
All day long.
I didn't have to think about that. I'm asleep.
That's good. All right, this one is called either or. Okay. Either or, coffee or tea.
Tea.
Tea. Okay. Do you drink coffee at all or no?
I do every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But tea, like is black tea, is there a specific or sweet tea?
Sweet tea. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Favorite place to get sweet tea?
I would say probably Sonic. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I like unsweet tea with peach.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Is that good?
Really
okay.
good.
Okay. What's your favorite drink from Sonic?
It's like the Sprite with cherry.
Oh. Yeah.
Like a cherry limeade. Yeah.
Cherry lime. Okay. But there's another, a Shirley Temple. Is that what they call it?
I'm not sure.
Shirley Temple Sprite and like, what's the red stuff called? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's really good. For the longest, Shirley Temple, everywhere I would always get Shirley Temples back in the day. And people would go out to eat with me. And there was this one family that we would go out pretty regularly. And they had never heard of Shirley Temples. Oh. So they thought that every time I was going out with them, I was ordering an alcoholic drink.
Oh.
And so at some point, somebody, I don't know how we figured, like how we ended up having this conversation about Shirley Temple. And they was like, oh, I think we were talking about what was in the Shirley Temple. Yeah. And he was like, this whole time we thought you were ordering alcoholic drinks. It's like, no, I don't drink. Anyway, early bird or night owl?
Night owl. Yeah.
Okay, like real late or?
Not super late. I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Going back to like our goal segment. Every morning I would say, okay, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to wake up at 5. Oh my gosh. 5 came around. No way. There's no way. 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Okay. Then I can do the gym, but not 5 a.m.
Not
I'm not
5
a morning person.
Yeah. No, it's hard. It's really hard. I'm tracking my sleep, and like big thing about tracking your sleep is like you need to wake up at the same time
day.
every day to get a better sleep score because they give you a sleep score and everything. And man, I like to think I'm a morning person, but like my family stays up so late.
Yeah.
And I want to get the right amount of sleep if I can.
That's so important, especially as we age, get older, and our bodies just need sleep.
yes. Like I'm trying to get it. All right, beach vacation or mountain retreat? I may know the answer to this now.
Mountain.
Mountain, yes.
Mountain.
Yeah. I feel like there's no compare. Like there's people who love the beach, but I'm like, there's so much more to the mountains and hiking and just laying on the sand. It's just no. I'm good with that. Cats or dogs?
What do you think?
Neither.
Dogs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do y'all have either?
Yes, we have. So we have 4 dogs and we have 1 cat. Oh, 2 cats. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Netflix binge or reading a book?
Netflix.
Okay. Do you got a favorite show?
No, not really. But actually, right now we're watching a Rookie. Right, The Rookie.
Is that a series? Mm-hmm, or what do they call it? Is it called a series?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we've been watching. Yeah.
Is this the first season or?
No, this is actually season 7.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So this has been around for a minute. Is it a cop show?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yes. All right. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Okay. City life or countryside?
Ooh, country.
Countryside. I know this one too. Introvert or extrovert?
Intro.
Intro all day. Winter or summer?
Summer. All day.
Wait, let's go back to introvert. What do you think is one, what do they call it, misconception about introverts? Like, what do you think people don't understand about you all?
I mean, honestly, I think when you meet an introvert, the hardest part is probably, getting a conversation going. I think people, think that maybe we're just like antisocial, and it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that we're antisocial or that we're weird or awkward or, it's just hard for us.
Yeah.
It's hard for us. It makes us, it pushes us out of our comfort zone. And that's hard to do for anybody.
Right.
That's pretty challenging to do. But we're just people, we love people too, but having a conversation may not always be our first thing to do.
Gotcha. Yeah. Mom, are you an introvert?
I'm whatever I need to be.
That's right.
I think you're an introvert. I think you're an introvert. Classic rock or pop music or hip hop?
I say hip hop.
Okay. Yeah. Classic music, pop. She's like, I don't even know the other stuff. What are you talking about? Opera. Physical book or ebook if you do read?
Physical.
Physical. Yeah. Calling or texting?
Ooh, texting.
Yeah.
Texting. Again, I mean, even over the phone, I'm an introvert, so it's hard for me to keep a conversation going.
Oh, got you.
So I can say whatever I want via text. Just use emojis.
Just use emojis. I don't even use words in text, man. I'm such an introvert. Yeah, just use emojis. Cooking at home or dining out?
Cooking at home.
Okay. Are you the cook? No? You can't cook?
I can cook.
But you're not the cook.
But I'm not the cook. I'm not the cook. No, my husband
can do
loves,
it, but it's not. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
He loves to cook for us.
Oh, does he really?
He does. And I just let him.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't get in the way.
Yeah. So how does the grocery shopping work if he's the cook? Do y'all grocery shop together or does he go by himself?
We do everything together.
Okay. Yeah. What am I thinking? Of course. Even on grocery orders, huh?
Groceries, yeah.
We sit down together and order groceries. Yeah. Now, do y'all still go to the grocery store?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Bernadette, like we've done, like once that grocery ordering, whatever you call it, delivery.
Yes. I've never tried it.
Oh,
Never tried it.
that's amazing.
I am missing out.
Huh?
I'm missing out on that.
You, especially as an introvert. Yeah, but if y'all all go, it's almost like a family.
Right.
That's the way that I see it. But Bernadette just like, first of all, she won't even let me go because she says then we talk to everybody. Yeah, and so, but yeah, I liked it. I like it. It's a good date night, I think. So, adventure or relaxation?
Relaxation.
Okay. Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
All right.
Yeah.
Favorite movie?
The Notebook.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Oh,
Did you cry?
oh yeah, every time. Every time I watch it, I cry. It's such a good movie.
Do you cry on a lot? Like, are you a hopeless romantic? And
Do I cry? I am a hopeless romantic.
oh my
yes,
goodness, when they got in that bed and died together
yes. Oh
on
my
the Notebook,
God.
I'm like, oh my goodness, this is too good.
It is.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
a good movie.
It's so romantic. I love it.
Sneakers or dress shoes?
Dress shoes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dress shoes. Okay. Action movies or comedies?
Comedies.
All right.
100%.
Do you like stand-up comedy? Like, would you go to a comedy show?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
We watch a lot of, Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian.
Okay.
We love him.
Okay.
We love him. So we watch all of his shows every time that he releases a new one. And
Okay.
yeah, it's
Which is a stand-up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Art gallery or music concert?
music concert.
Do you go to concerts?
I have been. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not a thing for you.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand concerts, so I was just wondering.
Really?
Yeah. I've been to like maybe 2 in my lifetime, but and people often ask me, like, you want to go? First of all, I don't listen to music very much,
Right.
as much as most people probably. Like in my car, I ride in silence. Wow. Yeah, I don't turn on anything. And so, but music, like concerts are just on.
Is that because that's your like me time where you don't have to, talk to other people, interact and stuff like that?
I don't know why. I just.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I just ride silent. So then when people get in the car and the first thing people like to do is turn something on, I'm like, let's not. So when we go places, we always ride in silence for the most part. Wow. Well, sometimes I may listen to a podcast or something like
Sure.
that. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I'll listen
Podcast.
to something. Yeah, I listen to something like that. But most of the time, silence.
I struggle with podcasts.
Do you really?
Yes. Yes.
What? Why do you struggle with podcasts?
It's got to be really interesting for me to really listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's fair though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got to find your
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you listen? Being a goal-oriented person, do you listen to other things to figure out like best way to approach goals? Should I use a journal? Is there my favorite app?
I do. I mean, I do listen to like public speakers and stuff like that, motivators.
Okay.
I do listen to them.
Yeah.
Not through podcasts, but like YouTube stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I'm always listening to something like, how do I get better at achieving my goals or whatever? Yeah. And so right now I'm really more interested in systems than setting goals, I think.
Okay.
You say that, but like we're trying to achieve something even if you set up the system, right? And so, but I'm just like looking at it, it's like, okay, so when I'm talking to my team, I'm like, okay, but what are you going to do every day to move towards that? So let's focus more on the system of how we're going to get there then.
We're looking at the process here.
Yeah.
How do we reach our goals?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need a strong foundation. You need to, start laying those bricks slowly. Start laying that foundation to get there. Otherwise, you won't get there.
You won't get there.
Yeah.
So go in is defined as what are the right things to be consistent in to achieve the wins that you define for your life so that you can live out your greatest story. So for me, it's more like, okay, what are the right things you're going to be consistent in? Is that a weekly thing? Is that an everyday thing? Or what does that look like for you? So,
Right. Small, shorter goals.
Yeah, shorter goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, last either or, historical fiction or sci-fi?
Oh, I think sci-fi is so interesting. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Bernadette loves sci-fi. She loves sci-fi. Okay, so one of the things I like to ask people about is the parades in Guthrie. So we have 89ers, we have homecoming, just parades. Do you all have a parade spot as a family?
Normally we sit over by like City Hall, close to City Hall, to the post office around that area. Yeah, it's normally where we like to sit.
Somewhere that's more familiar to you, huh? Yeah. Like since your job's right there.
The restrooms are right there.
The restrooms are all right there. So,
there.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're really into right now? Like that you just really enjoy doing?
Man, Honestly, I will tell you, I mean, and I know we're not talking about religion and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but something that I have been working on that I'm really into is, kind of growing my relationship with God and
Yeah.
stuff, coming to church,
Yeah.
trying to come to church,
Yeah.
trying to instill that in our children as well.
Yeah.
That is something that I'm working on as a person.
Yeah.
We grew up as Christians, and for the longest time, we kind of stepped away from that.
Yeah.
And I think as you get older, you start thinking about
Yeah.
stuff, and that's been a priority for us. And, as a family,
Yeah.
we want to strengthen that relationship with God. That's one thing, and I'm working on my master's degree
Okay.
in public administration, and so that's something that I'm into.
Yeah. By force, you gotta be into it. Yeah, no, for sure. What where are you getting your master's?
At UCO.
Okay, you go.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good. What was I gonna say? Where'd he go? Okay. Tell us about you as a kid, like growing up, where you grew up. Like, what were some things? Like, was there schools that stood out to you, or did you play sports? Like, what was it like for you as a kid?
Wow. I mean, growing up, times have changed so much.
Yeah.
We used to, just in our little neighborhood, just kind of hang out with friends. We were all the same age, so we all grew up together. There's probably like 5 or 6 of us that still keep in contact. Going to school. School was fun. School was fun. We didn't have to stress about everything that's happening now in the world.
Yeah.
When I made it to high school, I was the first homecoming queen.
Okay.
Because we were the first. Actually, we were the first graduating class. It was a brand new high school.
Okay.
And so our first year, we had our homecoming, and I got to be the homecoming queen. High school was just good times. It's just good times.
That's cool.
Our childhoods, are so different from now. We didn't have social media. We didn't have phones. Our first phone was probably, I don't know, maybe like our junior year in high school. And we had those big blocks, the Nokias, right? That you can only play the Snake on. Life was just so different. Life was just so different back then.
That's for sure. Being homecoming queen, was that being an introvert? Like, evidently you had some type of way of connecting with people, because homecoming queens just don't happen.
Again, it goes back to, I love being around people.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. Meeting new people, talking to people. Once I get to know you, once I start opening up to you, then you'll see a different side of me.
Yeah.
You won't think that I'm an introvert. You'll be like, oh, no, you're not an introvert. Don't label yourself as that. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of friends in high school. And I was even in a band. And
You were in the band?
Yeah, I was
What
in
did you
band.
play?
I used to play the clarinet.
Oh, okay.
I was like second chair.
Look at you.
Yeah, I was pretty good at it. But yeah, I mean,
Marching or football games, like, how was that for you all?
yeah. So we did football games, and we did have marching band as well, jazz band, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. Yeah, we got to go on a lot of trips, competitions, and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a fun time.
What made you do the clarinet? Like, did somebody else in your family play instruments or anything?
No. Well, when you walk into the band room, you have to almost like try out. So they try you out with all of these different instruments. And then the band director gives you a recommendation and says, hey, you're probably best suited for the clarinet. And that's how I got stuck with a clarinet.
You just stuck with it. You just kept playing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bernadette played the clarinet.
Oh, cool.
Actually, her brother played the clarinet too. I think Kenny played the clarinet as well.
Wow.
And so you should one day talk to him and say, let's talk about the clarinet. Yeah. Now, how did you and Joe meet?
Oh man, through mutual friends.
Okay.
Through mutual friends.
Was it like a blind date?
So my best friend at the time was dating one of his friends, and she was like, "Hey, well, let's go have dinner, and then we're gonna go out and meet this person." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And so we met up, and he was there, and we just started talking and hit it off great. And here we, 20 years later, almost 20 years later, it'll be our 20-year anniversary next year. And
Okay.
yeah, we've been going strong.
That's
Going
really
strong,
cool.
yeah.
So were they when they were going to when y'all were going to meet, were they trying to intentionally hook y'all up, or y'all were just going to hang out?
No, we were just going to hang
Oh,
out.
okay, okay,
We were just going to
okay.
hang out. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
going to hang out. Matter of fact, he won't like that I said this, but I was actually getting to know one of his other friends.
Okay. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, he interrupted our conversation.
Oh, he moved in like that?
He moved in like that.
He's like, not this one. She's mine.
He interrupted our conversation, and that other person just no longer in the picture. I don't know what happened to him.
What first date? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, the restaurant, Applebee's.
Oh.
Applebee's was our first date.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Wow. That big old Applebee's.
Yeah.
Do y'all still go to that, like when you just to reminisce sometimes y'all go to Applebee's and be like, okay, honey, let's go?
Yeah. We've been several
Is there
times.
still an Applebee's around?
Yeah, there was one, I think, in Edmond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen Applebee's in a minute, but yeah. We haven't been back to Applebee's after the episode with Kenneth. He ate too much, and so yeah, it was
Not
he did it
good.
to himself. Yeah. But anyway, what's something you're most grateful for right now?
Oh man, my kids, this life,
Yeah,
my family.
it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. What do you do for fun in GuthrieAmerica?
Ooh, for fun. We do love our parks that we have
Okay.
here.
Uh-huh.
Highland is one of our favorites. We go for walks there. We take our dogs. My Christy, my daughter, she loves to run, so she runs there sometimes. We enjoy the parks. We enjoy walking, getting a
Gotcha.
little bit of exercise. Maybe not right now because it's so cold,
No,
but
yeah.
once it starts to warm up, we'll be out there. Yeah.
For sure. Can you share some of the best ways to give back to the community?
Volunteering.
Yeah.
During Christmas time, our police officers, they have shop with a cop.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the entire family, my entire family volunteers. All my kids are there.
Oh.
We're helping out, with the kids and the families that come in. And that's so important for us, to try to give those kids something, something on that special day. Yeah. That's what we do. We love giving back. We love giving back, volunteering our time.
Okay. All right. We got one more segment, and then we're going to wrap it up with the last question. Okay. So what's your go-to social media platform? This is called, let me tell you what the name. This is our pass or answer. You can say pass or you can answer.
Okay.
All right. What's your favorite, what's your go-to social media platform?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. Were you on Instagram early, like when it was just photos and now it's all videos, or you just know it the way it is?
I just know it the way it is.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you have a book you most suggest to others?
Ooh, no, pass.
Pass. Okay. How do you find inspiration in the work you do or in general?
That's a good question. I think, again, going back to not everybody gets the opportunity to serve, right? Not everybody is motivated enough or steps up as a leader to serve the community. That's my motivation. I want to be able to say, hey, I gave this person an opportunity, and man, look at them, that little opportunity that I gave them or that the city gave them allowed them to build this life for their family.
Yeah.
One of the best things or the most rewarding thing for me is when I see an employee retire. They started when they were 18.
Yeah.
40 years later, they're
It's amazing.
retiring. It is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing feeling to see them and to kind of walk them through that process. Retirement can be scary for a lot of people, but making sure that they understand, hey, not everybody gets to make it to retirement. So enjoy it, right? I think that's my motivation, the people, the employees.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Last person that made you laugh or smile outside of here.
Outside of here. Outside of here. I his name is Eddie Faulkner,
Eddie,
our city manager.
Yeah.
He his jokes, his great personality, his kindness. Just before I walked out, he was like, "You're gonna do great," and gave me a fist bump, and so yeah.
That's cool.
I would say him.
What's one thing on your bucket list?
Dubai.
We're gonna get you to Dubai. This is a real thing. What's one hidden talent you possess?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
You know what? I think I've thought about this several times. I would love to be a bird.
Oh.
Because you get to just travel everywhere.
And be at the top and see.
Be at the top.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
that's good. A bird. What animal would you be? A duck. Why a duck? Yeah, but you said it quick. Yeah, like you were ready for that. All right, here we go. What's the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay. If you could write a note to your younger self, what would you say?
I would say you've accomplished a lot or you're going to accomplish a lot, and life's going to be challenging. Life's going to be hard. Life's not going to be easy, but don't give up, keep going, and great things are going to happen for you.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. The last question I always ask people, there's a sign behind it that says choose Guthrie. You'll see a couple of throughout the community. When you see those signs, what does it mean to you?
Choose Guthrie.
Yeah.
Exactly what it says. Choose Guthrie. Choose this community who is loving, this community who is accepting, this community who is caring and is willing to know you, to get to know you, to embrace your family, to accept you for who you are as a person. Choose Guthrie because there isn't any other place like it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Liz, you killed it. Amanda, she did great, didn't she? Yes. Thank you for being on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This was such a good time. I really enjoyed it, and you're such a great person, and I'm glad to do it.
Thank you so much.
To be here.
Do you have any last shout out? You got a shout out you want to give to somebody?
Shout out to the Botellos.
Botellos in the house. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the GuthrieAmerica podcast. We're on a mission to have every story told of the fabulous people who live here and who are from here. The question I always like to end with, ladies and gentlemen, is will yours be next?